Hey y'all. So, what God has been revealing to me as of lately through some dreams and such is that there's a lot of y'all he led to me, right? Some time ago. Through videos that he had me posting, prophetic words that he had me posting that was confirming things to you, signs, that this is your person and all of the things, right? And what he has been revealing to me is that for some time, and my friend actually watched a video from Synovia. I think it's the video, it's talking about her journey, and how, God had her come to a place of releasing releasing the promise back to him. And then she thought that at that time it was like time for her to come back together with her spouse, but it was actually time for her to go into a season of working on herself. And that is what the Lord is revealing to me, that he led a lot of you to me, right? In my dreams, I've been seeing just groups of women with me. And in this last dream, so he's taking a lot of you now. So he's confirmed it to you for some time. He took you through a season of confirming to you this is your spouse. And when you would start doubting, boom, there goes a confirmation again. And it was just like a season of him confirming things to you nonstop, back to back to back, giving you revelation, things to come in the future, right? And now I've went through this too. He comes to a stopping point at some point. And at that point, it's when he wants you to release this promise back to him, let go, which is what I mentioned in a previous word. Just let go so that you can cleanse yourself. You can purify. God can purify you and you can cleanse yourself, right? It's going to be a season that he's bringing you into where he is going to be doing work in you, okay? And in your spouse on the other end at the same time. Now, he's basically going to be seasoning you with salt, right? He's preserving you, he's purifying you, and he's cleansing you of sins. He's cleansing you of negative emotions you've been holding on to, anger, resentment, right? But you have to surrender to this process, and this process is not easy. He's going to be triggering you. He's going to be bringing things to the surface. But as I mentioned in a video a few days ago, when he does this, it is for you not to act on, but to cleanse your hands of and cleanse yourself of it. Okay. So if something happens, right, between you and your spouse, right, in this season, and it triggers you, it brings anger out of you, it brings hurt out of you, it makes you feel some type of pain, right? It's not for you to go and act out of line, right? Or act, to your spouse, right? Getting angry and cussing and whatever. It's not for you to do that. It is for you to let go of the pain, let go of the hurt, allow God to take that off of you and out of you, right? It is for you to rid yourself of it, not for you to act on it, okay? And look, I went through that season and I just came out of it. And here's the thing, what I'm going to tell you is that you need to take this season seriously and try to submit to the process and take it seriously, because, and I heard someone speak on this, when that time comes that he brings this person to, like, there's already an appointed time set in stone, right? So you're gonna come to that appointed time, and it's gonna happen whether you're ready or not. And look, recently, as I said, I just came out of that, and it's like a shift happened overnight, y'all. And I don't feel ready. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't feel ready. I don't feel ready because I did not handle that process in the way that I should have. I didn't use my time sparingly. And so when God has you going through this season of purification and cleansing, right before he brings you to your spouse or your spouse to you, it is important to take this time serious. Because, for example, you go through this process, you don't allow certain things to get cleansed out of you. You're holding on to resentment, you're holding on to the past, you're holding on to bitterness, anger, resentment, trust, whatever it is. And God brings this person back to you changed, right? And cleansed. And they come to you changed, and now all of a sudden you're struggling to move forward because you're holding, it's the heart posture, right? Your heart posture is not in alignment. Things aren't in alignment. You're still holding on to hurt and pain and unforgiveness. And so you're struggling now to move forward into the new with this person. Like, they're ready now, but now you're not. So now what? I'm telling you. So what God is showing me is that a lot of you, he's had, he led you to me. He led you to my videos. I was confirming things for you guys. I was, that's God took you through, but now you're moving into a new season. So now this new season is a cleansing and purification season. This season, you have to let go of this promise. You have to, and that doesn't mean give up on it, right? Letting go does not mean giving up. It just means surrendering it back to God and trusting it in his hands, and knowing that he is working on your spouse's behalf on the other side of this, even when you can't see it, while he's working on you, and God is working everything out. It's okay to still think about this person. It's okay to, but trying to put your hands in it and trying to have control of the situation, and just constant, like, where it just consumes your mind 24/7, like, that's, you have to release it back to God. You have to let it go, and you have to surrender to the process and submit to the process, and allow this process to happen, and really be serious about it, because seriously, it's gonna happen overnight. You're gonna go to sleep and you're gonna wake up and it's just gonna happen out of nowhere. And when God sends this person back to you changed, are you gonna be ready or are you not? And here's the bigger picture. This is preparing us and our spouses for Christ's return. It's the same thing. It's preparing us for that. And so, just like when your spouse comes back, are you going to be ready or are you not? When Christ returns, are you going to be ready or are you not? It's literally a mirroring of the return of Christ. So God is using it to prepare us not only for our spouses, but for the bigger picture, which is his return at the end of the day too. So submit to the process and allow God to do the work in you. But I'm not going to sit here and say it's going to be easy. It hurts. It's painful, this process. You're going to be triggered in certain areas, but if you are triggered in a thing, just know that it's God showing you, like, hey, this is still in your heart. This is still here. This is still lingering. It needs to come out, right? You need to release this to me. You need to let go of this. And you need to, maybe it could be sin too, guys. Like, maybe there's certain sin that you need to wash your hands of, repentance. So this is a time of just repentance, getting your heart into alignment and ridding yourself of any negative emotions and feelings and hurt, pain from the past that this person may have caused you at some point or another. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it all go. But if you start to feel these things and these things get brought up and you're starting to see certain things happening around you that are triggering these, just know that it's God trying to pull these things out of you and bring them to your attention so that you can get rid of them. So, yeah. I pray that this gets to all that it needs to get to. I pray that y'all be blessed. And as always, if y'all feel led to sow, the information is always there in the description box. I pray that God bless you guys for any blessings or seeds that y'all sow in return. And yeah, I pray for y'all to have a blessed rest of your week. And then I will see y'all in my next video, whenever that may be. Okay, bye.